What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Time to recommend a book. All right, guys, I don't do a ton of book reviews on this channel here, but I picked this up. It's by Mike Rowe. You might know him from Dirty Jobs. That's where I know him. Seems like a really good, affable guy. And he has written actually a fair amount of books before, but I've never read any of them. But I came across this one called The Way I Heard It, and it's a book that is filled with a bunch of short stories, and they all have basically a twist or a surprise ending. They're really intriguing. They're not very long. And the best thing about them is that they are actually all true stories. So if you are of a certain age, you may actually remember the Paul Harvey show, where he would tell stories that would have, usually a really happy ending or intriguing ending about someone who really made a big difference in their life. And one of the things that was funny about it is that at the end you would say, oh yeah, I knew that, or maybe you didn't know it about someone. But this book is filled with this. In fact, there are a couple stories where I was kind of aware of that person and their story, and yet I still didn't put it together at the very end. So I'm not all the way done with the book, but I will tell you that I'm hoping that I am wise and worldly enough that some of them I'm going to say I know who he's talking about before he gets there, but they're pretty clever. So if you want to pick this up, you certainly can. It's an easy read. You can flip to any of the stories and start at any time, but he takes maybe a little license with some of them, but they are a lot of fun. And like I said, you don't have to sit down and read the whole thing, just the bits and pieces that you want. So, hey, I will put a link to this book by Mike Rowe in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.